I will call the meeting to order. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
One nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, good evening, everyone. Tom, take the roll call, please.
Mayor King,
Present.
Councilmember at Large Austin,
Present.
Councilmember Helly,
Present.
Postma,
Present.
Baker,
Right here.
Baskin,
Present.
Fisher,
Present.
Pashusta.
Present.
We have a quorum, Your Honor.
Thank you, Tom. Item number 1 is a motion for the adoption of the agenda plus the additions.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item number 2 is a motion approving our minutes from December 18th, 2023.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Nothing under item number 3, recognitions and awards. Item number 4 is a motion for the consent agenda.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Under petitions and requests, we have item number 5 is a resolution designating depositories for checking and investments of public funds for 2024. Tom?
Annually, City Council is required to approve a resolution authorizing which depositories we can put our money in and put daily cash receipts into, et cetera, and investments. There's been no change from the 2023 year to 2024. Our main checking account is Wells Fargo, but we utilize probably about 6 or 7 different brokers for investments. We also ask council to give us authorization in local banks in the event we want to do local CDs. If we can get a better rate, we can get in the market. So with that, we'd request council authorize us to invest and put funds in those accounts as listed for 2024.
Thank you, Tom. Council, any questions? Mr. Dankert?
Motion to approve. Second.
Tom?
Councilmember Helly,
Aye.
Postma,
Aye.
Baker,
Yep.
Baskin,
Aye.
Fisher,
Aye.
Pashusta.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Austin.
Aye.
Resolution passes 7-0, Your Honor.
Thank you. Item number 6 is a resolution approving the budget adjustment number 1. Tom?
Budget adjustment number 1 is kind of a carry forward from one of the last resolutions we made last year. So what we're proposing to do is, in essence, close out the fire PERA fund, which is about $230,000 that was set aside by statute many, many years ago. Move that over to the fire fleet fund so that Chief McCoy has dollars available for both SCBA purchases when they come due every 15 years and purchases fire trucks. So in essence, what we're asking council to do is close out the fire PERA fund into the fire fleet fund, then amend the budget to allow for the purchases of the SCBA decontamination machine out of the fire fleet fund. And then going forward, we will no longer have a fire PERA fund.
Excellent. Thank you. Council, any questions? Look for resolution.
So moved.
Second.
Tom?
Councilmember Helly,
Aye.
Postma,
Aye.
Baker,
You bet.
Baskin,
Aye.
Fisher,
Aye.
Pashusta.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Austin.
Aye.
Resolution passes 7-0, Your Honor.
Thank you. Item number 7 is a resolution approving budget adjustment number 2. Tom?
Well, as we are in the first meeting of the year, we're already at 2 budget adjustments. This one would allow us to accept the contributions from the Hormel Foundation for the Nature Center radios and include that in the budget for 2024. We're also proposing to reduce the Bandshell Community Park ADA access improvements by about $23,000 because that was not fully funded by grants. And then in Fund 49, allow us to increase the budget for $40,000 for Emerald Ash Borer treatment and planting, which again is also being funded by a grant. So we request council approve those budget adjustments for 2024, which then authorizes staff to go forward with those expenditures.
Thank you, Tom. Council, any questions?
Motion to approve.
Is there a second?
Second.
Tom?
Councilmember Helly,
Aye.
Postma,
Aye.
Baker,
You bet.
Baskin,
Aye.
Fisher,
Aye.
Pashusta.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Austin.
Aye.
Resolution passes 7-0, Your Honor.
Item number 8 is a resolution setting the mileage reimbursement rate for 2024. Tom?
The IRS has amended the resolution, or has amended the federal reimbursement rate for mileage for 2024, proposing it at 67 cents, up from the 65.5 cents per mile that is in effect for 2023. If council approves this, this is the rate that would be reimbursed to employees that use their own vehicles for traveling for city business. This does not affect those individuals that get a monthly car allowance.
Okay. Thank you, Tom. Any questions on this, council? Looking for resolution.
So moved. Second.
Tom?
Councilmember Helly,
Aye.
Postma,
Aye.
Baker,
You bet.
Baskin,
Aye.
Fisher,
Aye.
Pashusta.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Austin.
Aye.
Resolution passes 7-0, Your Honor.
Thank you. Item number 9 is resolution receiving feasibility report and calling for a public hearing for February 20th for street improvements on 8th Street Northeast, 16th Avenue to 18th Avenue Northeast, and lift station construction project 23104 and 23201. Mitch?
Yeah, so the next several items are 2024 street reconstruction projects, and I'll just quickly go through kind of what we're planning to do and the costs associated with them. So the first project is the 8th Street Northeast and Institute Lift Station construction. This would be right on the southeast corner of the Hormel Institute. We'd be reconstructing 8th Street going north from the Institute at 15th Avenue, putting in new concrete pavement. And then the reason we're doing this is to build new gravity sewer line and eliminate a lift station that's up near International Paper. So we'd run new sewer lines and construct a new lift station across the street between the Hormel Institute and I-90. And with that, we'd have to directionally drill a gravity sewer line and a force main underneath the interstate. And this would provide us a connection for removing 2 additional lift stations in the future. So the goal of this project is to take 3 lift stations that we currently have and combine them into one, which means less maintenance for our sewer crews. With the construction, we'll also be doing our typical street reconstruction items, replacing sidewalks that need it, storm sewer, and other things. So the total cost for this project is estimated at $2.4 million, with just over $1 million in state aid, municipal state aid funds, $150,000 in assessment bonds, and $1.2 million would come from our wastewater treatment fund.
All right. Thank you, Mitch. Council, any questions for Mr. Wenham? Otherwise, looking for resolution for number 9.
So moved. Second.
Tom?
Councilmember Helly,
Aye.
Postma,
Aye.
Baker,
Yes.
Baskin,
Aye.
Fisher,
Aye.
Pashusta.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Austin.
Aye.
Resolution passes 7-0, Your Honor.
Thank you. Item number 10 is a resolution receiving feasibility report and calling for public hearing for February 20th for street improvements on 9th Street Southwest from 17th Avenue to 22nd Avenue Southwest and 12th Street Southwest from 17th Avenue to 21st Avenue Southwest, project 24101. Mitch?
Yep, these 2 streets in the southwest are scheduled for replacement. They both have deteriorating asphalt pavement, and we're looking to do the following improvements. Removing the existing asphalt pavement and putting in new asphalt pavement, new aggregate base. On 9th Street, I have a little misprint here. We're going to consider keeping the curb in place on 9th Street in some locations and replacing it in others. But on 12th Street, southwest, the frontage road, that only has curb on one side currently, and we will just be spot repairing that. It's in generally good condition. And then as well on the project at 12th Street, which is a frontage road to Highway 105 or the actual 12th Street, we'll consider the connection of 19th Avenue to Highway 105. We're waiting to hear back from MnDOT on that, on whether or not that would be allowable, first of all, and then we'll decide if we will actually want to make the connection later. We'd also propose to construct sidewalks and ped ramps on both sides of 9th Street Southwest, which currently has none. And then on 12th Street, we would just replace the sidewalk that already exists there and construct ADA pedestrian ramps. On 9th Street, we also have some undersized storm sewer that we're trying to get fixed. In order to do that, we need to replace the sanitary sewer because currently there are service lines that are running through our storm sewer pipe, which restricts the flow and is just not a good situation. So in order to fix that, we'll have to replace the sanitary sewer from 9th Street south all the way to 22nd Avenue and just a little bit on 19th Avenue as well. And then that would allow us to get separation between our storm and sanitary and have proper size pipe and no obstructions in the pipe as well. And that storm sewer would be reconstructed from 19th Avenue south to 22nd Avenue. And we would also consider constructing that storm sewer through the park. I'm not sure the name of the park. South Grove? Is that
South
correct?
Grove, yeah.
Over to 4th Drive Southwest, and then we'd have upsized pipe all the way to where we stubbed out with 4th Drive Southwest project a few years ago. Austin Utilities also has work on the project with water main and electrical service. And then the total project is estimated at $1.725 million, with $1,125,000 of that being street work, $340,000 being sanitary sewer work out of the wastewater treatment fund, and then $260,000 coming from the stormwater utility fund. And we would be assessing adjacent property owners based on our current policy.
Council, any questions for Mitch?
Yeah, Mitch, can I ask you two quick questions? One, item 2, removal of ash trees, comma, unhealthy trees, and trees impacted by construction activities. I get what does that mean, removal of ash trees? Is that anything on the property, or?
So anything in the right of way, and we work with Park and Rec on this. They evaluate the health of the trees, this fall prior to any of the work taking place. So with emerald ash borer, we're getting rid of ash trees that could become infected or are already infected.
Are you going to remove ash trees that have been treated by the property owner?
That would be something that we would probably keep those trees in place. I don't have any knowledge of trees that have been treated, so we'd have to talk to property owners that may have done that to know for sure.
We might want to be a little more clear on that in the public hearing. Because I mean, I know I got my tree treated.
Sure.
But, and I know people, I don't know anybody on that street that's got them treated, but I know people have them treated close to the right-of-ways.
Okay, and in general, these are all, it's pretty obvious the trees are in the boulevard versus the ones that are in the private property. I'm guessing there aren't too many private property owners treating public trees, but it could happen, I suppose.
That's fair. And are we sure we want to go ahead with the sidewalks all the way up and down 9th Street Southwest?
We are proposing that, and that can be further discussion at the public hearing.
February 20th.
Do we know, two things really quick. One, on the sidewalk piece of it, do we know how much of the total project cost is driven by the sidewalk?
We see bid prices, and we'll talk about this in the assessment stuff a little bit, but about $7 or $8 per square foot of sidewalk. I don't have the exact lengths handy, but I could get back to you on that.
Okay. And then 2 is, I love the idea of connecting it to 105. Any particular reason they wouldn't let us when other ones do, or?
If you look at the map that's attached, it's
Yeah.
kind of hard to tell, but there is a slight skew to the intersection. So they might not like that. And I don't like that either, but it's, a connection's good too. So there's pros and cons.
It would make my drive after dropping the girls off at South College much easier, so you got my support. Obviously, the compelling public interest I'm sure we're looking for.
Any other questions for Mitch? Looking for resolution for item number 10.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Tommy?
Councilmember Helly,
Aye.
Postma,
Aye.
Baker,
Aye.
Baskin,
Aye.
Fisher,
Aye.
Bashusta,
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Austin.
Aye.
Resolution passes 7-0, Your Honor.
Thank you. Item number 11 is resolution receiving feasibility report and calling for public hearing for February 20th for street improvements on 4th Avenue Northeast from 17th Street to 19th Street Northeast, project number 24102, and 1st Avenue Northeast from 8th Street to 10th Street Northeast, project 24103. Mitch?
Yeah, so these are two, 1st Avenue and 4th Avenue Northeast are they're not near each other, but they're smaller projects that we're grouping together a little bit. Both of them were likely reconstructed in the 60s. We got failing pavements. So what we plan to do is remove and replace the asphalt pavement, curb and gutter, have the same tree removals that we would have for ash trees, unhealthy trees, and those impacted by construction. There are currently sidewalks on both of these streets, with the exception of 1st Avenue Northeast, does not have sidewalk on the north side, but due to the terrain, there's a pretty steep hill there and limited space to work with. We don't propose adding it there, so that that's one situation where we would not propose to add sidewalk. On Fourth Avenue, we plan to replace all of the sanitary sewer and services up to the property line. And on First Avenue, we would be replacing some storm sewer. Total cost for the project for these two streets is $1,215,000, with $875,000 coming on assessment bonds from the street work, $260,000 coming from wastewater treatment plant fund, and $80,000 from the stormwater utility fund. And we would assess these based on our current assessment policy.
Thanks, Mitch. Council, any questions on this project? Otherwise, looking for resolution 14, or 11, sorry.
So move. Second.
Tom?
Councilmember Helly,
Aye.
Postma,
Aye.
Baker,
Yep.
Baskin,
Aye.
Fisher,
Aye.
Pashusta.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Austin.
Aye.
Resolution passes 7-0, Your Honor.
Thank you. Item number 12 is resolution receiving feasibility report and calling for the public hearing for February 20th for street improvements on 2nd Ave Northwest, 14th Street to 19th Street Northwest, and 16th Street Northwest from Oakland Avenue West to 2nd Avenue Northwest, and 17th Street Northwest from Oakland Avenue West to 2nd Avenue Northwest, project 24104. Mitch?
Yeah, so these streets are a little different. You know, Second Avenue has some varying widths and has some concrete stretches and asphalt stretches. 16th Street is a one-way traffic. It kind of serves as, has some angled parking that's used by the churches on either side of it. And then 17th Street also has some angled parking on one side. So a little different than what we're used to working on. But we plan on removing and replacing all the asphalt and concrete pavement on the project, and we'd put it all back as asphalt. For Second Avenue, we'd have a consistent width on the entire road there, replacing pedestrian ramps and sidewalks. All three of these streets have sidewalks on both sides currently, so we'd keep those. On 17th Street, we have some sanitary sewer that needs replacing, and then the remainder of the streets would just have manhole replacement and repairs to areas that are needed. There's not much storm sewer work on this project, so we just have a few upgrades there. And then a few considerations that we would like to make on this project would be parking modifications for those angled parking areas. Just look at maybe some different options there. Not saying that they would necessarily change, but maybe consider what could be done there since we're starting over. We would also like to look at the conversion of 16th Street from one-way to two-way traffic. That's very low traffic volume, so just at least looking at that, if that's how it should be or if we should consider changing it. And then we briefly considered, the 16th Street need to be there. It's, like I said, very low traffic, mainly used during church activities for the two properties adjacent. So we'd like to at least think about that. Likely would keep it, but just since we're going through the exercise, we'd like to kind of make sure we're making the right choice here. And then Austin Utilities also has work on these projects. So total project cost, $1.6 million with $1.4 million in street work from assessment bonds, $160,000 from wastewater treatment plant fund, and $40,000 from the stormwater utility fund. And we would also assess this project based on our current assessment policy.
Thanks, Mitch. Council, any questions?
Mitch, I'd imagine we're probably consulting with those churches in terms of like what they'd like to see from a parking, at least desire-wise, right?
Yeah, we haven't had any communication with them yet, but we will about the parking and if there is any desire to vacate the street, which I'm assuming is not likely, but we'll have the discussion.
All right. Looking for resolution, please.
So moved.
Second.
Tom?
Councilmember Helly,
Aye.
Postma,
Aye.
Baker,
Yes.
Baskin,
Aye.
Fisher,
Aye.
Pashusta.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Austin.
Aye.
Resolution passes 7-0, Your Honor.
Thank you. Item number 13 is a resolution accepting donation to the city of Austin. We have one. It's a $1,500 gift from the Austin Masonic Lodge to the fire suppression tools, so we thank them for that. And also want to let folks know that we are still accepting donations for the flower program come summer of 2024, so that they can always send checks into the city or call Tom Dankert, and he'll give them all kinds of directions. So with that, looking for resolution to accept that donation.
So moved.
Second.
Tom?
Councilmember Helly,
Aye.
Postma,
Aye.
Baker,
Yep.
Baskin,
Aye.
Fisher, Bashusta,
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Austin.
Aye.
Resolution passes 7-0, Your Honor.
Thank you. Moving on to citizens addressing the council. Are there any citizens in the gallery that wish to speak to council on items that were on the agenda? If not, honorary council, we don't have one until March, and that'll be Miguel Garate. Reports and recommendations. Tom, you have something?
Just publicly thank Ann Kazel, 10.5 years of service. This is her last official council meeting, so thank you for all you've done.
Thank you, Ann, and also welcome to Jason Sehan, our new Park and Rec Director. So welcome, and Ann, best to you. City Administrator, he has had his son's graduation from boot camp. We wish him well and congratulate Garrett for his accomplishment. And on to City Council recommendations. Laura, her reports.
We've already mentioned we have our new Parks Director, Jason Sehan, with us. If you haven't already met him, please say hello. That board will meet tomorrow, so I don't have any update from them. And the Culture and Arts Commission has several spots available, so we're looking for residents in the city interested in arts and culture to serve on that commission. That's it.
How many opening culture arts? How many openings on culture and arts? 3?
At least 2,
Okay.
maybe 3. Can't remember, sorry.
All right. No, thank you. Posty.
Nothing, Your Honor.
Thank you. Jeff?
I had a experience with the Austin Police Department. Well done. Chief, I told you this, I thought your troops handled my situation with professionalism and thoughtfulness, and I appreciate it.
Right on. Thank you. Jeff?
Just thank Ann Kazel for her years of service to the city and all the work she's done for council over the years. I know we did us a better council by having her available to us, so thank you, Ann.
Yeah, a couple things. And thank you. You will be dearly missed, but we wish you all the best of luck in Rochester. We know you're not going too far. Happy New Year to everybody. Welcome, Jason. It was great to be able to meet you earlier, and we're excited to have you in that role and be able to work well together and moving forward to do some great things with Park and Rec. And then finally, Chief McKeegan, thank you to Austin Police Department. Had the opportunity to do another ride-along a little bit earlier in the day, right before the Christmas break, and, would echo Councilman Baker, continue to be impressed by the professionalism, the seriousness, the way that they approach their job, and so very much appreciate it.
Thanks, Jason.
Well, thank you, Ann, for your years of service and the good conversation the other day, so thank you. And welcome, Jason. Nice to meet you earlier, and welcome aboard.
Joyce?
Welcome, Jason. I didn't get a chance to meet you yet, but we will. And Ann, Rochester's lucky to get you, so you're gonna be missed. That's all I have.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Looking for a motion to adjourn to Tuesday, January 16th, also a Tuesday because of the holiday, at 5:30.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We are adjourned. We'll give 5 minutes till the work session.